Keep them in suspense. What comes next? The moment you let your victim figure you out, you're done. Suspense is the only way to keep them wanting more. You want to cultivate some mystery to avoid them moving on to someone more exciting. Be unpredictable. If they don't know what to expect, they will keep wanting to figure out what you're up to. Spontaneity will keep your victim on the leash. If every move has been different, the next one will probably be different as well. The seduction will be more exciting to them. Casanova fell in love with a young girl named Caterina who was sent to a convent in Italy. She was not allowed to leave, but Casanova would sneak letters in and he would go to church often to see her. One day, when he was leaving church, a servant from the convent gave him a letter. Casanova was excited because he thought it was from Caterina, but it wasn't. It was from another nun who wanted to meet him. Casanova was intrigued. The letter was indecent to be written by a nun. He wanted to know more about her. He went to the convent and discovered that she was a very beautiful young nun named Matilde. He liked her, but he still wasn't sure what she wanted from him. He was dragged by his curiosity. He went back to the convent and asked to see Matilde. He waited nervously, as he had never been in a situation like this. He wasn't sure what to expect. When she arrived, she invited him to have dinner with her. Casanova was interested, but he was also shocked. She was quite naughty to be a nun. As they ate, Casanova told her about his feelings for Caterina. He explained how much he cared for her and his desire to see her. Matilde warned him that if he ever allowed her to take Caterina's place, he would never let her go. She then told him to meet with her in that same place in 2 days, and left. Those 2 days were the longest of his life. He couldn't sleep, and he couldn't stop thinking about Matilde. On their second meeting, Casanova thought she looked beautiful, and they began to kiss. Matilde suddenly pulled back to have dinner. She then left in a hurry to avoid getting caught. Casanova was falling in love, and he went back to the convent to arrange another meeting with her. When he arrived to the meeting place, he noticed a man following him. He was wearing a mask, and Casanova wasn't sure who he was nor what he wanted. Maybe he was Matilde's lover and was there to kill him. When he got closer, he took off the mask. It was Matilde dressed up as a man. It was funny to see Casanova get so nervous. Uncomfortable as the situation was, it was thrilling to him. She excited him like no other woman. She talked about sex and she was vulgar. Clearly, she was no ordinary nun. Casanova wanted to take her away and have her all to himself. A couple of days later, Casanova received another letter from Matilde. She told him where to meet her, and as usual, Casanova was excited to find out how she was going to surprise him. He arrived to the place at the appointed hour, and he noticed Matilde from behind. He walked over to her and began to hug and kiss her, only to realize that she wasn't Matilde. It was Caterina dressed up in Matilde's clothes. Matilde managed to get her out of the convent to see Casanova. He desired Caterina a couple of months back, but not anymore. He was disappointed and he was dying to see Matilde. The next time Matilde and Casanova saw each other, she knew that he no longer wanted Caterina. He loved her. She turned him into her slave by giving him a pleasurable thrill and keeping him in suspense. Casanova was always in control of the seduction, but this time, he was happy to be the victim. The way in which Matilde seduced Casanova was the same way in which he seduced women, leading the other person, using mystery, and thrilling them with a surprise. Every interaction with her was unique and exciting, and this made him want to figure out what came next. The letter, her naughtiness, dressing up as a man, everything made him experience strong emotions. Even when he ended up meeting with Caterina, she seemed so boring, and he longed for Matilde even more. Tension and suspense are critical to keep your victims wanting more. Don't let your victim figure you out. If you can't come up with anything, relax. It's as simple as just showing up unexpectedly or taking them to a place they've never been to. Lead your target when you're seducing them. It's not manipulative, it's what they want. It's like watching a movie. We're being led by the director and are happy to experience the adventure and suspense. Be unpredictable. Your target should never know what's coming next. Predictability makes you boring, and your victim will look for excitement elsewhere, perhaps with someone else. Just remember to be very subtle. If it's obvious you're trying to surprise them, you will seem manipulative. Nothing should seem planned. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more.